up. When that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I did it, nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got right for it. I got rigor soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin, no kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like ball cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See I'm throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got Ray for real. Dang, chillin' motherfuckers. Stand over him, shoot him in the face. Say, no. Hey, listen, bro, you don't know, y'all. I be this bitch tripping.
I got Lydia outside. We're gonna do some recording while I.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're one west.
Okay.
If you're looking for me, you can find me with a real stick. We be outside getting active like it's field day. They say I'm the best. That ain't really what my bills say. I'ma keep turning up on rappers till it kills me. When I'm dead and gone, play this song at my funeral. That'll make it beautiful. Gon' bring the shooters through. 144, top 3 in REI come. Coming with that 88 Maverick, that's my top gun. Flyer than the pilot, you be quiet when your ops come. Then you talking loud, getting proud when the cops come. Homie, I will not run. I ain't got the stamina. I just zoom in, scope lens like a camera. Pop that. I ain't talking bottles, talking hollows, pistol compact. Boots, gloves, goggles, and we ready for that combat. Make you hit the floor like you searching for your contact. I'm you rappers' fathers, and I wonder where your mom at. You know what they all say, sprinkle them with hate. Now I'm feeling like I'm sorbet. Fake leather seats, it ain't butter, but it's parquet. Watching them bees smoke the nets at the Barclay. Hey, we ain't got no time for no peace. Hey. Wanna hit them niggas from the streets. Them niggas from the streets. I'm praying all the time, facing east. Still grab the 9 when it's beef. That 9 when it's beef. I never close my eyes when I sleep. I never close my eyes when I sleep. We ain't got no time for no peace. They wanna hit them niggas from the streets. Them niggas from the streets. that 9 and get the swinging like I'm Tiger. When we're in your city, alarms ringing like a timer. Check the stash box, got a Glock in the Bible. Still keep $1,000 attachment on the rifle. They don't want me back up on my raw shit. I just wanna rap and let me ball shit. Only time I lack is in a coffin. When this get back is gonna cost them. I forgot the feeling what a loss is. Ain't no white Jesus on no crosses. Some you make me nauseous. Get a shorty bender like contortion. Printers on my denim and some forces. We ain't got no time for no peace. They wanna hit them niggas from the streets. Them niggas from the streets. I'm praying all the time, facing east. Still grab the 9 when it's beef. I never close my eyes when I sleep. I never close my eyes when I sleep. We ain't got no time for no peace. They wanna hit them niggas from the streets.
Come on.
You open it yourself. Uh-oh. Y'all see it? Do y'all see it? Y'all see it? A blast from the past. Uh-oh. A blast from the past. Oh, there we go. Teach this class. I'll see who I got my reader as tonight. I'm gonna have to talk to Captain Ahmad. We're gonna have to hold him down, keep him here, bring him back. All right, clap it up. This is the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York City, New York. Since 1969, we've been teaching the absolute truth. Okay, teaching the absolute truth of this Bible. We are under Commanding General Yohana. Commanding General Yohana is the man that's designated, authorized, and set up by the Most High to lead our people. What you need? Bring a Bible up. There might be one on the desk. To lead our black people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans back, okay, back to the Most High God. When we say our people, what I said was blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the so-called Negro. Let's see here. The so-called Negro, the so-called West Indian, the so-called Haitian, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Native Americans. Okay. What else we got? Indigenous. Okay. So-called Native Americans, specifically of North, Central, and South America. We are scattered abroad, the four corners of this earth, but we are heavily concentrated here in North, Central, and South America. All right? Okay? Let's see here. Okay. And Bakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, Commanding General Yohana, man, kept the fire going. What was passed on to him, he kept it going. When men left the truth, okay, men with rank above Commanding General Yohana left, he continued to stay, kept the school going. So whenever you hear somebody say the old school or the old 1 West, there is no old. It's like the Bible, right? Okay, there ain't no old or new. It is what it is. It's only one. And we are the priests and prophets of the Most High God on the earth. Right? If you have any issues with that, you can ask any question. This is the scripture breakdown class. And with me tonight, all right, we got a special treat, man. All right. Scripture breakdown class.
here in Syracuse, New York, 864 South Avenue. Okay, y'all see me happy, elated because Rum Yalla, boy. Let me tell y'all. Y'all got any questions? Pop them into the chat, Baba Kashaw. Okay, we'll take questions in the class, questions online. But Rum Yalla, let me tell y'all, man. You said you just saw some pictures, right? Tell them, man. Tell them.
They keep sending these pictures when we just started the ISUPK Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I try to save all of them.
When? How far back ago?
When we were just on the platform, we didn't even have signs.
Right. We ain't had no signs.
Yeah.
Man.
I just printed them off.
Man, Karam Ya Allah, let me tell you. Karam, I first met you on the radio station, right?
Yeah, the one concept.
You called, he blew my mind. He shocked me. We used to have the Hidden Truth Revealed, right? That we had. That was on a physical radio station out in East Syracuse. 1490. It was what was it?
WSIR or something.
Yeah, it was SYR.
Yeah, WSIR.
I'm trying to remember. 1540. Was it 1540 a.m.?
1540.
It was 1540 a.m. It was a radio station. Man, we went up there, battled, got up on there, and we was broadcasting. And I think it was just me at the time and a Mafraka. Me and a Mafraka. And one day I'm talking on the radio and I'm saying, callers, call in. And I was starting to get my usual callers. One brother, I'm thinking he's going to come in the truth because he called every show. Who was it? Jay?
What's his name?
Oh, you remember?
Blabber, what's his name?
I can't even remember. It was an older brother.
Older brother.
Yeah.
Called every week.
Man, he loved it. Yeah. Oh, look at that. WSIB. My mom just put it in. Yeah. WSIB 1540 a.m. Yep. She remember. Yep. WSIB. You said the I. Yep. Yeah. WSIB 1540 a.m. And then one day I'm sitting there. Caller call in. Shalom. How about Shimmy al-Shabrakatan? So I'm thinking it's somebody in the school. And I'm thinking, man, they called the number from where? Philly, New York? Yeah. I go, Shalom, what's going on, brother? What's going on? What did you remember what you said?
I see. I don't know. You all have an Israelite school in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Then he started talking about when we have classes and the radio shows every Monday at 12 from 12.
Because you was driving to Buffalo, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Karam was driving to Buffalo for some fake
IOG, Israel God. They out there, an extension of the main schools in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bowie.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And Karam Yalla would travel to Buffalo. And then Karam was like, oh, y'all here. So was we at the Southwest Center?
Yeah, so that's why I came. Me and Howard came on that time.
Yeah.
Howard came.
Yeah, brother came. Southwest Community Center. We was having classes there. We was having classes at the library on Colvin. Beecham. Yep, Beecham. Yep, you remember all that. Karam remember all that. Yeah. And man, Karam walked into that classroom, man, and that was it. That was it. Karam Yalla was locked in. And then I started talking to Karam Yalla. Karam Yalla used to slave at Kennedy, JFK.
That's why I was introduced to the truth.
Karam Yalla,
young brother.
Yo, Karam Yalla was one West in it back in the early 90s. When was that?
That was 95 or West 95. This brother had braids, and he would come to work every day with his boots. His pants in his boots. I said, why are you dressed like that? And then he had a little Franklin Bible. Yeah. The little Franklin Bible. Yeah,
the maroon one.
Yeah, and he started going through the scriptures and the first scripture he showed me was Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And from there on he took off. And I would just take down all the scriptures.
Yeah. Rum Yalla was doing it back then. And then linked up. And ever since, man, me and this brother was close.
Yeah.
When I tell you close, people used to say, "That's your
Your
brother?
father,
Is that your
father?"
father?" I remember going to visit you in the hospital. I walk in the hospital, they say, "Oh, he's over there." I said, "How you know who I'm here for?"
Yeah.
"Your father, he's down the hall." I said, "Damn." Y'all just put that on me ever since. Karam Yala was there when the babies was born, everything, man. He was there with my sons, everything, man. This is family here. Okay. When we say brotherhood is a weapon, that is true. That is so true. All right. Me and Karam Yala, the hotel rooms, right or wrong, floor, slept on the floor to make sure we got somewhere, man. Remember Passover was in New York City. We would shoot down there and come back the same night. Man, me and Karam Yala been on the road together, everything, man.
You try to hurt each of us and we were there for each other.
Yes, we was.
Yeah.
Hurt me, Karam Yala right there.
Yeah.
All right, hurt Karam Yala, I'm right there.
That's it.
And that's one powerful thing in this truth, man. You're going to get a brother in here. Okay? No one can ever deny that. All right? You can leave or whatever, but you cannot deny the fact that these brothers was in here. This brother's in here, locked in. Okay? All right? So the water will come in. All right? So any questions? Let me see here. Please type your questions in. Anything you got online. We're gonna get into Christopher Columbus. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Also, let's see if we do. Also, today is the last day of Tabernacle. Shout out some brothers in Philly. They went up to the woods, didn't they? And built some tents.
Captain Aria.
Yep, Captain Aria, Captain Ty Ward. Okay, and we're gonna start doing that, man, everywhere. Okay, we're gonna build tents and go camping. That's how it's supposed to be done. Okay, let's all go somewhere and camp out. All right, we're gonna start doing that. Lord be with us, Lord allow. We're gonna start doing that, man. We're gonna start camping out, bring them babies. Okay, we're gonna build a big fire pit, build some tents around. You know what I'm saying? So we all gonna have it all together. Maybe be up near a cabin so that we have something back up. Whatever. Okay. Okay, to the Akim, Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat. To the Aquafium, Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alpha Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay, let me get this here. My mother wanted me to bring this out. Was you gonna bring something out?
Yeah.
Or you was going to do it for the tabernacle?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Tabernacle. Water for y'all, please. All right, let's get that. You want to get that from me, Baba, for sure? We'll do that before we. Just a little bucket. I'm sorry, y'all, for y'all patience. Leviticus 24. You know what? Yeah, just drop down to where it's at. Get it quick. What you said, 34? Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Karam.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 34. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of the 7th month shall be a feast of tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord. Verse 35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. Verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And on the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you. And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
Powerful. Okay. Give me did you do 34? Drop down to 34. Oh, you did tabernacle? Okay. Read 34 one more time.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 34. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord. Verse 35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. Verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
Powerful. All right. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 13. Okay. Robin Potter, I got you. And then Monica, I got you as well. Okay. Now, Monica, was it do you know which class it was? Or was it a specific brother, a certain brother that was teaching that? Okay. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16, verse 13. Thou shalt observe the Feast of Tabernacles 7 days. After that thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. Verse 14. And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son and thy daughter and thy maidservant and thy maidservant, and the Levite, the stranger, and the fatherless and the widow that are within the gates. Verse 15.
You see how that is, right?
God.
That's how we rejoice.
God.
We rejoice for all people. Okay. All right. First, let me think. Salakia. First, tabernacle is tents, booths.
God.
Okay. All right. That shows and illustrates. Yesterday was so-called Indigenous Day.
God.
They try to put Columbus Day and Indigenous together.
God.
What an insult. Karam, what you think of that, Karam? But Salakia, before you address that, you know what Trump said? Now it's just Columbus Day again. Like some years ago, maybe about 8 years ago, they changed it and said, okay, it's going to be Columbus Day / Indigenous Day. Now we can recognize the indigenous people. Okay. And shout out to Maharyal and Sabayal. They went down to the Haudenosaunee, the Onondaga, the tribe. I don't know if you saw the picture. That was rocking. Okay, went down there, took pictures with the brothers. That was heavy, man. Okay. To show that the Native Americans are Israelites. They're God's chosen people. They still kept that custom of building tents. Okay, like how we did in the tabernacle. We would build these tents, and there was 4 sides. Okay, and in the middle was where the priest was, and there was a beam of light that shot down and sat right on the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, all right, and around it, each side had 4 tribes, because it's 12 tribes, right? And that was beautiful. No, 3 tribes. I'm sorry, 3 on each 4 sides, and that was powerful. And it represented the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, and we should go back to doing things like that. Lord, come soon. All right, come soon. We're going to do that. But to show that the Native Americans, they still kept that tradition over here. They came over here, but the insult Quran. How you feel about that? We're going to talk about Columbus birthday. To add Columbus Day, now it's the Columbus Day and Indigenous Day.
No. We saying that they trying to get rid of Indigenous Day. Or trying to don't
Trump said now it's Columbus Day only.
We really don't care if we don't care if they have this Columbus Day or Indigenous Day,
right?
Because we know what does say the Lord. What we celebrate,
right? We
celebrate the Feast of Tabernacle,
right? Which
is more important than any of those 2 days.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Right. Absolutely. Right. The water corrupt. Because we gotta exit from America all. Even when you have a pro-black or Indigenous Day or a Juneteenth, Black History Month, it's still not what the Most High requires. Okay, that's what Karam is pointing out. It's still not what the Most High requires. The Most High requires that we specifically keep these high holy days, keep these holy days, keep these memorials, keep these convocations that He created for us. So even if it's a pro-black day, blacks and Hispanics come together, the Lord did not call for that. He already gave us what we should be following. And this is it right here. So great point, Karam. All right. And you see how the white man Esau look at you anyway. He insults you. Right? So you might as well just separate him all in all. Okay? All right? Okay. Was there more to that?
Verse 15.
Yes.
Verse 15.
Oh, Salaki, what I wanted to say was, you see how it said, rejoice, the stranger and the widow and the fatherless. That's powerful, man. That's what we about in the ISUPK, and that is exactly what the Lord requires us to be. Okay, all right. Karam Yala, you said it a long time ago to me. Karam said, I don't laugh at the homeless or the moms and like, because your mother taught you not to do that. You feel what I'm saying? Because of what they went through. Okay, and that's our people. All right, and we should be ready to accept them in. All right, we should be ready to accept them in. Okay,
if I could,
please.
Like she said, you don't know what these people been through,
right?
Or to end up in that particular position,
right?
And if you was to talk to those people, they might tell you from that oppression that we experience today.
Yes.
So she said, never laugh at those people because you don't know. You might end up in that position.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Okay. Shout out to Karam Yala's mom. That's heaven. And that's the spirit of the Bible. That's the spirit of the Most High God. I want you to accept these people in. Okay. So when you build a tent, when you build the tabernacles, the tents, the fatherless, they don't have nowhere to go. The widow, she ain't got no husband to be under. Right? The stranger, which is an Israelite, coming back. Right, wanting to do what's right. He don't know which tent he's supposed to go under or where he's supposed to be. That is your job and your duty to rejoice that they with us. And you can come up in my tent. You can come in Karam Yala tent. You're going to be with us. You're an Israelite. You're going to eat with us. You're going to worship the Most High with us. You're going to drink with us. We love you because who you are. Okay? All right? That's exactly what this scripture is about. Go ahead.
Verse 15. 7 days, the book of Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 15. 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto the Lord thy God, in the place which the Lord shall choose, because the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thine incense and in all thy works of thine hands. Therefore, thou shalt surely rejoice.
Ain't that heavy? Okay. And thou shalt surely rejoice. Okay. Most High in Christ. Was that it?
God, oh God.
All right, the voila. Okay. So that's what happened with that. All right. Now, let me see.
It's like good, so
Please.
just like you say, like rejoice, and regardless you celebrating all those days, celebrate it until you the Lord or the Most High reveal this truth unto you, that you realize no matter what you celebrate, you still be under oppression until you come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Get this knowledge and then drop all those so-called holidays that was given to them. Because I don't think they give those holidays to themselves.
They did what now?
I don't think they give those holidays to themselves.
Right.
That was given to them.
Right.
The Lord, just like the Lord gave us these holidays.
That's right.
Our so-called oppressor or enemy gave them those so-called holidays to pacify them.
That's right.
But these are the real days, the Feast of Tabernacle, where we feast for 8 days.
That's right.
Feast for 8 days.
That's
you
right.
eat good for 8 days.
Yeah. 7 days.
7 days.
Right.
God.
But that's right.
Yeah.
Karam Yalla is on it.
Yeah.
Right?
God.
And you going to sell that. You going to get rid of all that
God.
for one day
One
of
day.
candy. What's coming up? Halloween, right?
Halloween.
Come on now.
In the Christian church,
Please.
in the Christian
No,
church.
they don't.
In
Christians don't. Because they're covered by the blood of Jesus. Karam. Tell me about it. You for real? Christians celebrate Halloween?
Yeah.
No.
It's not for the adults, just for the kids.
It's just for the kids?
Just for the kids. We got a scary room in the church to scare the kids.
Wow. With the candy?
God.
I don't sound right, Karam.
Okay.
Maybe you sure?
God.
Because the Christian church is heavy on what is it? The scripture about beating the kids? Spoil the rod, spare the rod.
Spare the rod, not spoil the child.
Right.
Yeah.
They heavy on that.
God.
So if the child does something wrong, they heavy on disciplining the child.
God.
So it can't be for the kids, Karam. Because Halloween is wrong. So you want the kids to do something wrong?
God. Throw eggs. Throw eggs.
Toilet paper.
Yeah.
Fight over the candy.
Yeah.
I heard now too
Yeah.
that the pedophiles, the police drive past their house on Halloween. This is how crazy it is. The pedophiles have to have every light off. They're in trick-or-treating.
God.
Every light has to be off. They can't give no candy out. They got to notify everybody in the neighborhood that they're a sex offender.
They're registered sex.
And they got to cut all the lights off. Now, that's a good thing, but why not just scrap the whole thing?
Yeah.
If you're concerned about the kids, you still got this man living there every day, right?
Yeah.
How you going to have somebody there every day? You're going to have, he there every day. What makes Halloween? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's a monster, the monster only going to come out on Halloween? Yo, the white man is the devil, and not only that, he's stupid as hell.
Yeah.
He's dumb as hell. And you should not give up what the Lord done blessed you to be above all. Now, you seen Captain Cesario battle them clowns? You saw that clown show he just did?
I'd be like, but I understand why you do it.
No, right. But what I'm saying is, you're going to give up being with us, the real Jews, the Israelites of the Bible, the Lord that gave us, and you're going to be with them clowns? They celebrate Halloween. So you want to celebrate Halloween? And then you wonder what, Karam? How do Christians view their kids when they act up?
Do you know they got demons?
Thank you.
You know they got demons.
But you dressed them up as a demon.
Yeah.
You told them to go out and be a ghoul and a goblin. Come on, man. It's not adding up, corrupt. It's not adding up. Come on, how do you feel though if it's for the kids then? What should we do?
We should tell them like it is. It's wicked and evil.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't like that. Most Christians don't like the truth anyway. It's wicked and evil.
We need to separate from each other. And where you have to separate, okay, because black people will be like, I'm tired of white people. I'm tired of what they're doing to us. Well, stop doing what they do. Don't go to their party.
Good.
Don't celebrate with them. Don't even acknowledge who they are. Just imagine us celebrating Columbus Day today. Them Italians was down there, right?
Yeah.
Around the Columbus. Go ahead.
Knowing the history.
Right.
At least knowing some, you might know all of the history, but at least you know part of the history. Even though they're trying to take it out of schools,
Right.
you still been told the history.
So shout out to blacks and Native Americans for saying we're not going to celebrate Columbus Day, but you should take it a step further. Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Nope. We don't do that here. Halloween. We don't do that here. You know what they always say to us though? What about your kids, man? What about your family?
Oh, you guys have this.
Come on. You don't want your family to come together? Karam didn't even know it was Columbus Day. And he showed up here with me today. And we together eating rice and beans together today. You understand what I'm saying? You can come together whenever.
Yeah.
But that's the only time we get off for. We want to see our family on Thanksgiving. You don't want to see your family? Come on, you don't want to see your family?
Yeah. You see them every day.
Thank you. Thank you, Karam.
You don't have to wait until your oppressor tell you when you can see your family and when you could get together with
The
your
water.
family.
Thank you, Karam, y'all. You do it when the oppressor tells you to do it. How about this? What General Muhammad say? If they invite you today, invite them to Passover.
Yeah.
Because they get mad at you when you don't show up to their birthday, right or wrong?
God.
Oh, my dad don't never show up. Karam got babies. He told me some stories. My father didn't show up to my birthday. I remember one time they called on a birthday, and Karam said, "You know I don't celebrate that." Karam don't care. We don't care.
Yeah.
What that mean? How about you show up to Passover?
Yeah.
When y'all coming to Passover?
Yeah.
When y'all coming to Passover? Y'all want me to come to every birthday, every graduation, every Thanksgiving, every Christmas. You want me to do Valentine's Day for you. You want this, you want that. And I say, just come to Passover. I ain't seen nobody since.
Ain't gonna show up, man.
I ain't seen nobody since. Why not? Why not? Hell, just come to the school. When we got Hanukkah, tabernacles, trumpets, just show up.
Yeah.
Why you don't want to show up then? But we got to show up to your nonsense. Okay. Nope, you won't go. You got anything else?
Yeah.
Okay, my mom had wanted me to question about this. This was breaking my heart, man. I don't even. Woo! I don't know if I can really go in on this story. It's so horrific. Since y'all love Halloween so much, this is horrific, y'all. This is Cleveland 19, Cleveland News. Cleveland police connect kid suspects beating suspects to beating. Mother describes 5-year-old as unrecognized. I don't know if I can even show the video. Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland police are investigating after a mother reported her bubbly, sweet 5-year-old daughter was beaten, assaulted, and scalped. What happened to Antavia Kennerbue's daughter is something most people will have a hard understanding. I literally saw the worst thing ever. I saw my daughter unrecognizable, described Kennerbue. Cleveland police have not released many details, though said the victims and suspects are all under the age of 10. You hear this? She's 5,
Yeah.
and the suspects that did this to her beat her so bad that she's unrecognizable, and they scalped her. I couldn't wrap my head around it, said Kennerbue, for my daughter is not sharing her daughter's name. But she sat down with 19 News to explain what happened that day. She said back on September 13th, she had near 145th in St. Clair. That's in Cleveland, Ohio. That's west side of Cleveland. Somehow, her baby girl walked out the front door. When Kennerbue found out, she rushed over and saw EMS treating her 5-year-old. What I saw was unbelievable, said Kennerbue. My daughter was not my daughter. Her hair was scalped from her head. She had bruises and blood all over her body. Her eyes were filled with blood. Her lips and mouth were filled with blood. Her nails had debris and dirt in them. 19 News has reached out to Cleveland police to get details on the case and what led to the attack and possible arrest. This is horrible. Multiple children under the age of 10, both as victims as suspects of the investigation. Given the sensitivity nature of the matter, the release of further information at this time could jeopardize the integrity of the investigation and violate the constitutional rights and privacy of those involved. That's insane. Because they're all kids. They're all children. I read this article right after we talked about Halloween. And Karamyala said, you Christians will say it's for the kids. Yeah. This is the spirit of Halloween. It's the spirit of wickedness. And these are all children. The young girl is now in therapy. Wow. Salaki, y'all. Ooh, that's taking me back. Because that is rough. That is sad. Please.
Remember some years ago, Junior in the Bronx.
Oh, yes.
They used machetes. And they were kids too. They were basically kids.
All teenagers.
Yeah.
These was all teenagers.
Hacked him to death.
Yes.
You was getting ready to do it. What is his profession he was getting ready to start? He was in pursuing. He wanted to be a police officer. Remember that?
That's right.
And they hacked that kid to death.
That's right.
And they were all Christians. They were up in the Christian church.
That's right. Catholics and Christians holding dear to America's tradition, to their ways and their customs. You see what they do. I turned on Netflix. Yeah. They got another serial killer show. Ed Gein, the monster of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or whatever. And I'm watching, and every single Edomite in this show is wicked. Something is wrong with them. Now, when you pick up following their customs and their ways, and you start accepting them, and you believe that Jesus is white, and or the Bible is filled with white people, and holiness has come from these Europeans, and they all kind and sweet, and you're going to do not what's in the Bible. You're going to do what they tell you to do, and you're going to follow it, and you're going to perfect it. Now look at us. Now look at us. Look at us when we perfect being Americans. When we affect being like the heathens in the other nations. Because nobody does it better than an Israelite that's practicing and following after heathens. Our 4th of July, y'all? Karam, where you from, Karam?
From the islands. I can't.
Karam, y'all, you know you was the first one. I knew about Carnival, right? But Karam,
Bacchanal.
thank you. Karam, y'all is the first one to teach me Bacchanal. And I would go, Bacchanal? I thought it was Carnival. Why is it called Bacchanal?
It's in the Apocrypha.
Thank
you. The Feast of Bacchus.
The Feast of who?
Bacchus. That's where Bacchanal comes from.
And in the Apocrypha, that's the Greeks, right?
Okay.
Bacchus is the Greeks.
Yeah.
So you telling me white people used to run the streets, getting drunk and high and naked and danced on whoever? That's a white people's tradition? No. Karam y'all is from Trinidad. Karam. And who perfected it? I don't even, when you think of Bacchanal, nobody thinks of Edomites. You only think of Trinidad. You think of the islands. Now all of them got their own carnival, and it's only us. And that's not our tradition. Huh? We took that. The white man gave that to us in slavery as a time for us to get away from the slavery. You get what I'm saying? Like a day off, so you can party on your day off. Because it came from them. And we perfected. And you see what happened? Go ahead.
Man.
What happens? What's the result? I know it's fun at first.
And 9 months after that, they say got the most babies. The most babies 9 months after that. Got the most babies.
You talking about from the married couple?
From everybody. From everybody.
So you telling me this married woman go to Carnival?
Yeah, and she just might get pregnant with somebody else.
She don't know who the father. She don't know who the father is.
Trust me, she know who the father is. She ain't gotta go to Maury Povich and say, "You're not the father." She know who's the father.
And it's not the man in the house.
God. 9 months after is the most babies after the so-called Bacchanal, Feast of Bacchus. But the Israel School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we gonna bring all that information.
That's right.
Regardless, you like it, you accept it, you don't believe it. We don't care if you don't believe it.
That's right.
But we gonna teach our people.
That's right.
We gonna teach them the truth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we reading this story, this horror story of this little girl, right? And I'm praying for the little girl and follow up on the information of it to see what's going on. But it should point us in the direction to go. These people that we live amongst are our oppressor, and we need the Most High. We need to truly unify, okay? And how we truly should do it, not just by word. The sister said she let her daughter go over a family member's house. You understand what I'm saying? All right? This is why we need the ISUPK in every single household. Every Black, Hispanic, and Native American family, you are the 12 tribes of Israel. All of you Israelites, everybody that's God's chosen people, we need to be together. There shouldn't be nothing happening to our children. Our children should be safe and protected. And that's what happens in the ISUPK. That's what happens in the ISUPK. Your child is going to be safe and protected in here. We're going to see to it that you are, your wife is, your sisters are, all right? All the brothers are, and the children, most definitely. All right? Okay? So we got to separate from America and the spirit of America, which is the spirit of Babylon, which is the spirit of Egypt, captivity, which is the spirit of the Greeks and the Romans. Let's detach ourselves from that. That's when you read in Revelation chapter 18, when it says flee from her, it's talking about you spiritually fleeing. All right. Got anything else? Please.
If I could. But there's how many so-called professional women get fired from the federal government. But then it should be easy this year that they're not celebrating Thanksgiving. But what are they going to be thankful for?
That's
For
right.
losing the job from the federal government? After they put in all that time and effort to make sure that the federal government has all this repetition, turn around and fire them. So I want to see what they're going to be thankful for.
That's right.
I know they ain't going to be thankful. Because a lot of them, they say they ain't trying to hire them back.
Right. You talking about because Trump went in there
Yeah.
and fired all of them systems.
All of them systems.
Yeah.
And they were very educated sisters. Had a lot of input within the federal government. But that's to show you that we need to get together.
That's right.
We need to get together, so you don't have to rely on the federal government.
Thank you. Commander Junior Hunter is hiring.
God.
There's some smart sisters. Y'all bright. Y'all intelligent.
God.
He is hiring. You can come in here. You will get a job in here.
God.
Okay? You will, all them beautiful intellectual minds you got, ideas, them degrees, everything. Come bring them in here. Let's do it in here. We're going to build it here. All right? And even if you want to learn, this headpiece. This man knows how to sew up a whole garment. Let me tell you, some of you sisters don't know how to sew. Karum Yala will teach you. Am I right or wrong, Karum? Karum, you said was it you or your father or your mother sewed up your whole suit for your graduation?
My father.
So the whole suit. Cut the fabric and everything.
Got it, sew it with his hand, put it in me, fix it up, make sure it's right, and then sew it on the machine.
Wow. What you was about to say? You was about to count them off. What you was about to count off?
My father was a tailor.
Thank you.
My oldest sister, she's the only one living still that could sew besides myself. She was a seamstress. She made wedding dress. Then my brother, when he passed on me, he rested in peace. He was a tailor also. So I watched all of them. I didn't like it, but no, I kind of.
Oh my goodness. So what you saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Let's be a nation. See, that's our Commander Junior Highness said this some Passovers ago. He grabbed the mic at Passover and he said, listen, if we're going to be a nation, we got to stop being the white man's babies. I said, I'm looking like, what? He's saying, stop relying on them so much, getting so comfortable to where you don't want to escape them. You don't want to separate them because of the comforts. How do you build a nation? You're going to have to build a nation from the ground. How did America get its nation? You feel what I'm saying? They had to start off. I know they wicked as hell. They slaughtered us and enslaved us, but they had to fight against the British. The British is what was feeding them. That was their commerce. That was their culture. That was everything. And you know what they said? We got to have this land for ourselves. We don't want the British to rule no more. So what did they do? They sacrificed.
Did they march? I think they marched. They marched and put up placards and stuff.
There was no marching.
Oh my God! I could swear they marched. And the British decided to give them independence after they marched.
Nope.
So why are we marching?
No marching. They picked up guns. That tea party, there wasn't no sipping no tea. They went on their shit. Dressed up as Gadites, went on a ship and threw all the tea off the ship. They ain't steal it. They said we ain't even gonna drink this tea. You know us, we would have stolen it. We would have sold it and drunk it. They said nah and threw the tea off the ship and let it sink into the ocean. You know what that says? That says that they seen a sacrifice. We gotta be like that, but greater. And the reason why we're greater is because we're God's chosen. We the children of God. We are a royal priesthood, a peculiar people, like unto no other. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, You are God's chosen. So imagine if you turn back to God. You ain't got to pick up not one gun.
Go.
You come up in here, you stand with us. You learn and follow these customs. God will change. You see what these Edomites is doing to each other?
Go.
Woo. These Edomites is going off on them.
506. My shooting.
Go ahead, tell it, please.
So 506.
What, this year?
Because what's this year? My shooting.
Just this year?
Yes, this year.
In all Edomites.
Go.
Them is Edomites. Burning down churches.
Yeah.
One drove his truck through the Mormon church.
God.
He had the 2 flags on the back of it. Drove through the front doors of the Mormon truck, got out there, shot it up, and that wasn't it. He went to the back of that pickup, grabbed them gasoline, poured all over the, and lit the truck. I said, this dude, Esau is crazy, boy. He is the devil on the earth. You don't need Halloween October 31st because he's the devil every goddamn day. He flooded your community with drugs so bad, and he created a new style of the drug, a new flavor. One coming up from Philly. What's that out Kensington? Oh my goodness. Well, first off, what is it?
Hell on earth.
Hell on earth. And everywhere we go to some places in Syracuse, you be like, whew. Hell on earth in Kensington in Philadelphia. You go some places and you be like, wow, you're already in Halloween. You already in Halloween. How many years clean?
I'm like on 35.
35?
I'm on 35. 35.
This nigga was Halloween before all that.
All
you
day,
see the Lord,
day.
the truth that pulled him out of it.
All year, all day.
Every day was Halloween, wasn't
Every
it?
day.
Karam told me some stories, yo. I was like, are you serious? Karam said they would take a cup. What drugs you got in your pocket? Put it in there. What drugs you got? Put it in there. What drugs you got? What was it?
Cocktail.
A cocktail. Yeah. And they would pour it in the cup, swish it around, and everybody swallow something out the cup. I said, damn, that's hell out there. That's hell. And ain't that candy trick or treat? Don't they all go to every door and say, put it in here, put it in there?
Call that basket look like a pumpkin.
Yeah, the pumpkin basket. Yeah. And remember when you came home, well, this was when I was little. Sometimes my mom didn't let us do it. Sometimes she did. Right? And you would come home and you better not eat none of the candy. Why? Because she got to check it. Her and my aunt used to sit there and they would pour me and my cousins and my siblings candy all over the kitchen table. It was a whole bunch. And they said, don't touch nothing because there's razor blades in here. It's poison in here. Yeah. They probably laced it with some drugs. I said, and as I got older, when I grew up, I said, damn, why would you send your kids trick-or-treating if all that's in the candy, Karam?
That's just part of it. What was the juvenile diabetes?
Right. Because you tearing some candy up for the next week and a half.
Sit down. Sit down. You can't sit down. You like that sugar up in here.
And now you ain't listening. Yeah. You ain't paying attention.
Yeah. And they give you some drugs. You see, because you got
ADHD. Right. But you know what the main drug is to get you to sit down. Because what's the other one coming up? Ooh, Santa Claus know you bad. Yeah. You better sit down. Yeah. So now you got to be good for Santa Claus after you got that sugar high. Come on, man.
It's a joke.
Thank you.
It's a joke.
A while. So that's sad with that story. Now the sister had a question. All right. And Monica said, I was scrolling and watching a video where a man said, if you are in the truth and you choose to turn away, then you won't be forgiven. Okay. I asked you, Monica, I said, was that the ISUPK? And she said this. I believe he was not in the ISUPK. All right? He was not in the ISUPK. Give me Prodigal Son. Give me Luke 15. Am I here? And you know what's crazy, is a man that's not in the ISUPK. He's probably in some fake Israelite group, some Israelite group that left the ISUPK. And he's going to tell you, if you leave the truth, you won't be forgiven by the Most High. Nigga, you left the truth. You're not in the truth. Let me tell y'all this, and we stand true and believe in this. Not saying that I don't want you to come in here. I want you to. Not saying we can't work together, but if you're not in the ISUPK, you're not in the truth. And I can say that because I don't know what the hell y'all doing in there. What we doing here is follow the Bible. We truly follow the Bible. We are living it, these laws, statutes, and commandments. And you be hearing all different types of stories about these break-off groups. These fake Israelites, these black conscious. I was just talking about Umar Johnson yesterday. Everybody love Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson last month on there talking about a woman who he had sex with. Her coochie stank and this and that. And I'm going, I thought she was the leader of black people. How you gonna lay with the woman? Now you don't want to deal with the woman, and then you expose her online. I said, he's not the truth then. We're the home of the truth here. That's my battery. Yeah, that's my battery. You got your truths on yours? Wow. C. Oh, that's a C. I got a C. Yep. So the sister had asked that question. The brother is not in the truth. He's not in that truth. The man is not in the truth. So he doesn't know. He needs to come to the truth. He's off because he's not in the he's not in the truth. So he's telling people, if you leave the truth, you cannot be forgiven. Okay. This is what you have to do. Right? You got that? You got the prodigal son?
Yeah, okay.
Listen to this, sister.
When we start with 11 and 12. 11 and then drop down.
The water.
Luke chapter 15, verse 11. And he said, a certain man had two sons.
For what?
A certain man had two sons.
A certain man has two sons. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. And he divided them unto his living. Verse 13. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country. There wasted his substance with riotous living.
You hear that, right?
Yeah.
So you heard that, right, sis? Okay. Riotous living, meaning he was in the house with his father. All right. His father had a house, two sons, and one left, right? And there wasted his substance, meaning his riches or the things that was passed down to him, his inheritance, his money, okay, his gifts that were given to him. He wasted them away with riotous living. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land, and he began to be in want. Verse 15. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into the fields to feed swine. Verse 16. And he would fain have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat, and no man gave unto him. Verse 17. And he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father have bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger. Verse 18. I will arise and go unto my father, and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven.
I did what?
I have sinned against heaven.
I did what?
I have sinned against heaven.
Now this is Yahushua telling this story to the Jews. Okay? Because the Jews felt, the tribe of Judah specifically, and the Judah that encompassed 3 tribes, usually, for the most part. Okay? That was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
Yeah.
Okay? And they were called, entitled the Jews. And they looked at the northern kingdom of the other tribes as if they just went away and they gone and they can't be forgiven. Or if you was a Jew and you went and left and you lived in Rome and you picked up Roman customs, and you lived like a Roman. You went to Egypt and you lived like an Egyptian. You was in Babylon and lived like a Babylonian. Okay, that happened. And the Jews in Jerusalem were so stuck up that they felt like nobody else could get the inheritance from the Most High God except the Jews that were in Jerusalem, keeping the law. Okay, so Yahushua, Christ, is telling this story to show one brother left. There's brothers who have left the truth. Right? Wasted everything, all their talents. That's all of us. How can somebody say, you leave the truth, you will not be forgiven? How can somebody say that? Right? Then that means we would have never come into the truth.
God.
Right? We shouldn't, 1969 would mean nothing when the ISUPK find the truth. And the truth was given to Abba Bivens and the 7 heads. And we living according to the Bible, the law, statutes, and commandments. That means we don't deserve it. But there is a point that Christ is bringing out. Read that verse again that you just read.
Verse 17. And when he had come to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father have bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger? Verse 18. I will arise and go to my father, and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against...
I have what?
I have sinned.
I have what?
I have sinned against heaven and before thee.
A lot of times people leave the truth, they don't want to come back. Now, can you ask for forgiveness? Absolutely. 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 That's why Christ is giving this scripture. Okay? All right? You want to come back, or you fell off, or something happened and you did wrong, you acknowledge that you sinned against the Most High. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 19. And I'm no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy eyes.
What that mean right there? What that mean right there? I'm not worthy to be called your son. Isn't that what happened to us? What was you called? Trinidadian? I'm called an African American. Two continents, huh? They called us this and that. We took on all types of names. Negroes, black. What else? Afro-American, African-American. Every goddamn name. We done took every religion and called ourselves by them titles. We was Muslims and Moors and Egyptians and Kemetics. I'm spiritual. I can't stand that. Some niggas walk around, especially you sisters, walk around identifying as your birthday, astrology, zodiac sign. I'm a Sagittarius. Oh my gosh. What the hell is that? Right. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Virgo. You've been having sex since you was 14. How you know how you a Virgo? Right or wrong? You see what I'm saying? That's stupid. We done took on all them names. See? We don't deserve to be called Israel, Prince of the Power. But this is what is happening. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And he arose and came to his father. And when he was yet a great way off, his father saw him.
He went to his father, acknowledged that he was sinning. He's stuck.
And had compassion and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. Verse 21. And the son said unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and in thy sight, and I am no more worthy to be called thy son.
You see that? If you truly sorry, the Most High will accept you. A true sorrow, repentance, acknowledging what you did was wrong and wicked. Go ahead.
Verse 21. Verse 22. But the father said to his servant, Bring forth the best robe and put it on him.
And do what?
And put it on him.
You see what the Most High is saying, or the Yahweh Shai is saying, right? What the Most High does. Okay? Bring the best robe and put it on him. That's what happened with us. There was a time, we know we come back. I heard some brother today. He does the Grits and Eggs podcast, light skinned cat. You know, pro blackity black, blackity black, but he halfway feminine. I mean, a feminist, and right. So today, because I was listening to him, sometimes but he takes shots at us, the Israelites. He takes shots at us under low key. And today I'm watching something, and he says, "Y'all giving Jesus too much credit. Stop giving Jesus too much credit. Y'all saying it's the blood of Jesus, and I'm thankful for the Jesus and this and that. I'm thankful to God and this. Stop giving them credit. Why don't you give your ancestors credit? Thank the ancestors. The ancestors really sacrificed and did something for you so that you can have what you have now. Thank the ancestors." I asked him one question, and I'm waiting for a response. Do you believe in abortion? Why I ask him that question, come on? Why I ask him that question?
But the ancestors, if they had killed his family, he would be here today. That's one thing.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
And what else?
If he's for abortion, then he's against God.
Right? And he's against his ancestors because you come back.
God.
Don't we come back?
God.
We come back to the earth.
God.
How do we come back to the earth? Through our children.
To our children.
So how do our ancestors come back? Through our children.
God.
You want to worship the ancestors and pray to the ancestors and thank the ancestors, but you believe in abortion. So you killing off the ancestors that's coming back. You can't have no more ancestors. Right?
God.
Stop listening to everybody online. They're stupid. They have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Okay? You be thankful to the Most High. Have a sorrowful repentance. Because the Most High is in control of all this. All right? So for the sister, that cat that said that, he wasn't in the UPK. He's not in the truth. Okay. He's a goddamn fool because he needs to be forgiven. He needs to ask the Most High to forgive him. And that is a lot of problems that we have. We don't seek a sorrowful repentance to the Most High to come back into his graces. That is absolutely what we are to do every day. And being that you're in the truth, never focus on leaving or what happens if I leave. Right? Because what's going to happen? What's going to happen if you focus on, Karam, 35 years clean, right?
Going on 30.
Going on 30. I'm giving it,
Yeah.
I remember with Karam when he was saying 27, 28. I remember when he was 25. I remember when you used to say 25 years. Right? And I know Karam Yala. I know him. Karam Yala not thinking about, oh man, how high I used to get. Woo. He ain't going to sit there and do that. You know what Karam Yala going to do? He's going to go to any class. Karam, you will find the class where they talking about not doing the drug and how bad it is and horrible it is, how horrible I was as a person. That's what you continue to say every day. I was horrible when I was on that drug. You know why? Because you don't want to go to that. You come into the truth and you let the truth become into you. You let the truth get inside of you. Right? Okay? Don't think that you're so great that you can't fall. But at the same time, you don't want to focus on, man, what if I leave the truth? What's going to happen? You get what I'm saying? Because you want to eventually, you want to think, and you're going to try to want to do it. You're going to try to set yourself up. You come in this truth, and you get back 35 years. That's older than some people that's in the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. Clean. Please.
I had a friend. She came 7 months after me. And that was last month. She acknowledged 34 years. And I'm sitting in a meeting. 9 days later, I'm sitting in a meeting, and a text come over my phone that she had just died. Just died. A sister that I knew for 34 years. 9 days after she acknowledged 34 years.
Yes.
I'm sitting in a meeting, and I get these notifications, and it came that she had just died.
And come on, how powerful is it though? That she died clean. Can you express that? Express that, please.
That's really heavy. And I know the sister personally. I've known her for the whole 34 years,
right?
Personally, she died clean, and that's an excellent honor. To come in and never think about even going back to test to see if you can do it.
That's right.
She just let it go, just like
that's right.
I let it go.
So just this, check this out. Imagine being in the truth until your last day, and you on that bed, right? You got the brothers and sisters around you, your children around you, and you was a priest, an officer, a prophet, a soldier for the Most High in Christ. Just imagine the honor. You can say, I never left. Because you say it. You love that song, that Capital War.
That's my song.
What is it?
One West to Liberia.
Thank you. One West till they bury me. Okay, so just imagine that. So the water sits for that. That's an excellent question to bring up. Okay, you want to stay in here. All right, you want to do it for yourself. You're going to do it for the Most High. You're going to do it because it's right. You're going to do it for your children. You're going to do it for your mother, for your father. You're going to do it for everyone who didn't have the opportunity that you had. I lost family members, and I go, man, what if they just heard the truth? Just imagine that. Man, they would have been better than me in the truth. So what you want to do is you want to stand in here. You ain't leaving because you ain't thinking about that. You got work to do. You got work to do. Remember you were talking about the kids get candy and they get antsy? When my babies was little, you know what Karam Yala used to tell me? Karam Yala said, "Give them to me. I'm gonna just take them to the park and have them." What would you say? Run.
Burn them up. Burn that sugar.
Burn them. They can't be bad. I can't do nothing else because why? They're occupied. You come into the school and you get occupied in here. Get occupied. We got classes every single day. Ain't somebody on Captain Cesario going on there live every day, 2-3 times, sometimes a day. We there. Be active every single day. That makes you better. My son's just learned how to fish. When? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, ever since the first day they went fishing, every day, what do they ask me for? When can I go fishing? They want to go fishing every day. They want to be active every day. So now they know more than I do of fishing. They know about which rod to get, which hooks, what's bait, what minnows, what lures, what bobs, this, that, the open one, the closed one. I'm like, what is this? How to cast, where to go fishing, what time to go fishing. That's how we are with the truth. You come in here and you think of anything. I don't care if you're a sister, a brother, what? You come in here. You used to be a drug addict. You come in here. You got 5 degrees from Harvard University. You come in here and you get active. That's how you fight that demon that wants to pull you out. You understand what I'm saying? Because you continue to keep going and going and doing and doing. Well, what can I do next? If you can cook us food every day, the Lord seeing you. That's you active. You want it. Go ahead, I just want to say something.
That's it. That was it.
That's it. Go wild. If you want to stay active, okay. Let's get this guy. Let's get this guy. I can't play the song, can I, Karan? Christoper Columbus.
Oh.
YouTube,
we
boy.
We don't have no rights to the music.
Oh no, man. I ain't gonna put it on. I'm gonna see if I can get a snippet. You see, Burning Spirits, right?
Okay. And if I could, on the radio show, we used to play the whole thing. Then we used to actually start.
Yeah, remember?
We used to actually start the show on Columbus Day, so-called Columbus Day.
Boy. Oh, Karam, y'all and show me this song, yo. 14? 15? 13? Damn.
Yeah, he was.
You can call us the Israelites in this song, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Give it up for Burning Spirit, all right? All right.
So about the Native American Indian and the oppressor ran from him too.
Say that again.
And that's in the same song. He talked about the Apache, the Native American Indian. They ran. The oppressor ran from them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, they were here before him.
No, it said he discovered America. If you want to see it, I took a video today. I went down there today. Come on, y'all. I went down there today, and it straight up said Christopher Colombo. His name in Italian. That's how you say his name for real. And it said Christoper Colombo, and it said discoverer. It said discoverer of America. Let's see if I got that video. What a bastard he is. And you know, he started the transatlantic slave trade.
That's right.
the water. Taino.
Yeah.
Right. Come on. They have the statue erected. The Italians come every Columbus Day to have some pageantry and memorial, and they set this wreath here. Okay, as you can see, the date 1492, and you see 1932. 1932 was when this statue was erected by the citizens of Italian origin, Onondaga County. All right, so I'm just going to go quick. The breakdown you can see here. All right. Breakdown of this statue, okay, and how evil and wicked and demonic this kingdom is. You see Christopher Columbus here. Now, I always say, I never forget that I bring out the Catholic Church in front of them.
God.
But you know, this is the state courthouse behind him. Right? This is the courthouse behind him, meaning this is his backing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It was strategic that they put this statue right there. It's not like it was a trick or just an accident or a coincidence.
If I could, sir.
Please.
One day, like about 5 years ago, trying to get rid of that same statue.
Thank you.
Trying they was making all kind of petition and people signing all these.
The mayor of yes
to remove this statue that's still sitting here.
The mayor
today.
The mayor won that case.
Yeah.
The Italian committee took the mayor to court because the mayor said take the statue down. Yeah. So they went to prolong it. You know, you go take somebody to court to prolong it to get it to stay up. So they made an agreement. Mayor Ben Walsh of Syracuse agreed to keep the statue, but to move it. Right? Not just to tear it down and get rid of it. He wants to move it. He wants to move it to somewhere. He suggested the north side, where there's a high Italian population, and call it Columbus Park. He want to give them a whole new other park. They fought him and said no. So they still been fighting and fighting. When really he won the case, he still hasn't taken it down. It's like he's appeasing them kind of, right? Now, you know who's coming into office now? The sister, Sharon Owens. Yeah. Remember she was at the Southwestern?
Yeah, the right sister.
Yeah.
God.
So they asked her, what are you going to do about the Columbus statue? Because you know these Edomites are very prideful here in Syracuse. Very racist. And she says to them, I'm going to continue to be on the push to remove it and put it somewhere else. So when she does it, if she does it, Lord allow she does it. I don't care. We don't give a damn, like you said. Let the Edomites have whatever they want. They can have whatever statue. The Germans can put up a statue of Hitler. Is it wrong? Yes. But do we care? No. Because I want my people to come in here, and the statues that we care about is the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High has given us. You get what I'm saying? That's what the statue we should be worried about. Let the Esau, the wife, thank you. Let Esau keep it. Let Esau keep his statues. Let him keep his white Jesus. I'm not going to fight him for that. That's what you want to believe. But in here, we're going to believe in the heroes that are black, that are Hispanic, that is all the Bible. We're the real Jews. We're going to say that in here. We're going to say, we got Jesus. You want Christopher Columbus? You keep Christopher Columbus. We got the real image of Jesus. All right, go ahead. You just want to say something else? How powerful is that? So you was bringing that out.
They've been trying.
They've been trying.
I just got the video this week with me and Officer Tom Gabal.
Mm-hmm.
Right down there, we have to leave. We have to leave at camp down there. Not just the camp, but we went down there to see what they were doing.
Yeah.
And they are most of the people that were talking were oppressors. The so-called white people.
Yeah, bring it up
for this indigenous so-called day. I'm saying, if this is supposed to be Native American Day, why so many Edomites are speaking at this rally? So we know it was just a game, man.
That's how they do it. They're gonna corrupt that. Okay. All right. From y'all are bringing it out. You're right.
Yeah, I was there, man.
Okay. Yeah.
And our sister, Michelle.
Yeah.
Been to our school many times. Been to the school many times. Yeah, she been fighting with them.
Yeah.
For many years.
And she was like, why is the oppressor up there? And they wanted to silence her.
Yeah.
She said, you come to our events and you the one speaking. Yeah. They didn't want her talking. Yeah. Right. So they all turned around. And you know what? I love Karam Yala. You know what he did? He stood stood next to the sister. Yeah. And you know, we all just stood right next to the sister. And they looked. First, they was going to say, shut up, or don't get her. Yeah. Then they looked and they saw who was next to her. They said, uh-oh.
We support that sister today.
Come on now.
Today we support that sister.
Come on now. Because we one family. Yeah. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? Okay. So that's why they ain't got it done. Good. All right, let's look at this.
He has what is like a sailor's hat on his head. Christopher Columbus is an Italian Edomite, Italian, but he sailed on the behalf of Spain, okay, another European country, another country of Edomites. In his hand is the declaration or documentation giving him the authority to sail to, quote unquote, the New World, okay. They called it the New World, however, there is documentation that Christopher Columbus did know. He did know that there was Israelites over here. He did know that there was some land over here and that the Israelites was going to come to this land according to the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha, which is in the Bible, King James 16:11, in the Bible, which is our records, the Israelite records. Okay. All right. But he has that documentation, declaration authority from the Queen of Spain. I think it's Queen Isabella. All right. And as you can see, how they have the statue set up, they have his foot on the head of the Native Americans, okay, the Gadites, the Reubenites, Ephraimites, the Manassites, right, and so on, of the 12 tribes of Israel, the Arawak and Taino Indians, okay, and you see his name, Christoper Colombo. Christopher Columbus is how they would say it in English, but Christopher Colombo, discoverer of America.
They say that on the
So they continue to profess and to teach us such a lie, and it's erected. You see how it's erected on an obelisk, okay, like them ancient civilizations of Babylon and Egypt, on the obelisk. And as you can see, it states that he is the discoverer of America. We know that is a lie. How can you discover something where someone is already there? They must have discovered it before you. But because of the complexity and the mindset of the devil, Esau, the so-called white man, this is what we have here, right? He thinks that he is the originator, and he is the thief, the stealer, the rapist, the murderer, okay? All right, and as you can see, look here, as you go down, excuse the church bells behind me, It is 12 o'clock, so the church bells go off here at the Immaculate Conception. All right? Okay, as you can see, Christopher Columbus is the founder of the transatlantic slave trade. This is a historical painting picture of Christopher Columbus, as you can see him in the center of the picture. Okay. Now, this is made out of some type of steel or iron. Christopher Columbus is standing at the center, and beneath him, bowing down,
You see that?
bowing down, you can see the Native Americans. Look how this is insulting. As he presents them, he brought them back from the quote-unquote Americas, right? The Caribbean, which is the Caribou, the Carib Indians, as they would say, the Arawak, the Tainos. Okay, he went to El Salvador, Trinidad, all the islands in the Caribbean. Okay, North, Central, and South America, and he grabbed and stole, kidnapped, abducted, murdered them, he pillaged their land, took it from them, as after he was stated saying that these are the most pleasant people that he's ever come across. And look how he treats it. Okay. So he brings them back and presents them as slaves to Queen Isabella. You can see her to the left. She's seated. She has some type of a different type of crown on her head, some type of hat. And you can see her sitting in the center of those seated there, and he's presenting them. And over to this part of the picture, that's his crew, those who were on his fleet. All right, his men that went with him in this journey to back him and to support him, to confirm of the story and of all these people. Okay, and in the hand, you can see in the hands of the children there, these are children, these are native children of the islands. There's something in their hands. Those are gifts as well. Those are jewels, and gold and jewels, and rubies and fine precious stones. Christopher Columbus stole from these people. All right. All right. And as you can see, you see the bowls, how they come up right here. Those bowls, those are indication of the ships. Okay. As you see on the front of a ship,
This out.
you see the water. You can see that there. Okay. That is why they speak Spanish. I think that picture that I just presented to you, that was before he left, because this is his first landing. Columbus landing at El Salvador, San Salvador, which means the Saint of Salvation in Spanish. Right? Salvador.
Christopher Columbus landed somewhere in the islands. I think where's the first place he landed? Was it Trinidad? Trinidad is one of them, though. I think it was Puerto Rico, and he called it San Salvador. What does Salvador mean? Salvador. Take a guess. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. You're correct. So he went to this land and called it San Salvador. San meaning saint, right? Like San Diego. He called it San Salvador, meaning he's the saint of their salvation. The white man is the devil. He believes that he has to come and civilize you. He has to bring you. What does the white man think will civilize blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Leviticus. What did he use? What did Esau use to say he's going to civilize blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Weed. Huh? Weed? Weed? No, not weed. They use that. Drugs, yeah. ahead, Jerome.
Use the Bible.
No, not the Bible though.
He twisted the Bible.
Right, and he calls it what? Christianity.
Yeah, twist the words.
Yeah.
Call it this.
He calls it Christianity. His Christianity is what will civilize.
Yeah.
That's why they were so hurt with Charlie Kirk. But I saw some Edomite say, if Jesus was here, Charlie Kirk would have been the 13th apostle. What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah, they're serious.
Charlie Kirk would have followed Jesus. He would have been the 13th. He wouldn't have followed Jesus.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he follow Jesus, huh?
They're not capable. They're not capable of following Christ.
They wouldn't follow Christ because Christ was a nigga.
Yeah.
Christ was black.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk would have walked up to Jesus and said, are you sure you're qualified to be the king of Israel?
Yeah.
I don't think you're qualified. You're a DEI hire, Jesus.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be qualified to rule over us.
Yeah.
That's what Charlie Kirk would have said. Are you sure the Jews are black, Jesus? You're not black. Come on. You sure,
book?
Jesus?
You sure you're reading from the right book?
Can you read even? Jesus, do you have a father? You're from Nazareth, Jesus. Aren't you guys criminals and bad? Ooh, you're rough. All you guys do is have sex with women, leave the babies, and do drugs. He would have been the 13th apostle. Why? Because San Salvador, we come to save you, niggas. That's crazy.
From salvation. The Savior, the one that brings salvation. Okay, and because Christopher Columbus, even though he's Italian, Christopher Columbus was sailing on the behalf of Spain. That is why they speak Spanish in those islands in Latin America, right? They speak Spanish because Christopher Columbus came on the dime, the money, okay, the economics, the backing of Spain. All right. Columbus landing at San Salvador, October 12th, 1492. Look at the demon. Look at the demon, the god of the ocean or whatever. The demons of the ocean, what they worship and pray to. Sailors did their navigation. Edomite European sailors did, all right. You can see in that picture there. Look at this picture here.
Look at this.
Christopher Columbus is standing in the center of the picture. You see the airwalk. You see the palm trees. You see them beautiful trees. Okay. All right. You see the ships behind Columbus coming in. Okay. And they made them bow down. Not only bow down, but bow down to the cross. See them pulling up the cross?
You see it?
Yeah.
They're going to plant the cross into the ground and have blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and all the Native Americans bow down to this cross or they would be put to death. Christopher Columbus is one of the greatest murderers in historic time. Look at that. Would you look at that? Okay? Enslave these people. Call it Salvador, San Salvador. Isn't that crazy? San Salvador. I'm not certain if that's in Puerto Rico, what island that is in.
I gotta look that up. That is crazy.
And that's the picture of the ships. All right? All right, Israel. Shalom.
Cheap flights to San Salvador. Ha! Oh, it's in the Bahamas. That's right. The Bahamas is the first place. It's one of the islands in the Bahamas. That's right. The Bahamas is the first place that Christopher Columbus came and did his dirt, his filth. What a bastard. What a disgusting bastard. All right. Right. Let me pull this up once again. San Salvador is in the Bahamas. Let me pull this up once again. Christopher Columbus. We had it last week.
Yeah.
Slovakia. I just wanted to see because it said 500. He took 10. He took 18 the first time.
Okay.
Was it 10 or 15 the first time? And 8 of them died. Mysteriously, they died on the way back to Spain. And what he did was he presented the rest back to her. She was so pleased with them to being slaves that he went back and got 500. And that started the transatlantic slave trade. I was just trying to find the exact where it came up about it. We had it last week. Columbus is the first recorded sex trafficker in history. Uh-oh, they got Diddy, didn't they? They got Epstein. Or they supposedly Epstein files and Epstein this. And I think Trump is on the list. That's why he ain't talking. He said, what did he say when they said, what about the Epstein files? He said, are we still talking about that? When you guys going to stop talking about that? Christopher Columbus is the first recorded sex trafficker in history. He captured indigenous girls and sold them into slavery in Spain. His Spanish male customers preferred the girls to be around 9 years old. Christopher Columbus is a disgusting devil that Edomites worship on this day. And you should recognize that and see that and go, they're all the devil. Yeah. They're all the devil. Did you see something you want me to point out? All right. He began the process of genocide against the indigenous people in the Americas that was taken up by the Spanish, the Portuguese, the British, and the French. He started the transatlantic slave trade. Columbus wrote about enslaving the indigenous people, and then he forced the indigenous people into labor and took some captives back to Spain. Thus, say that again. Oh, Captain Cesario. Oh, that's just his last video. Transatlantic slave trade of Native Americans. This slave trade system interfaced with the already established slave trade of Africans. As Native Americans were forced into slavery in the New World and Europe, Africans were enslaved on the Atlantic islands and also in Europe. Beginning transfer to the New World as slaves, with the sugar being the economic foundation. Okay. Columbus would make 4 voyages to the Americas between 1492 and 1504. When he came back to the Americas on his second voyage in November of 1493, he landed on what is now the island of Dominica. He seized hundreds of Taino people and had them sent by ship to Spain. initiating the transatlantic slave trade. So when people like to say they like to divide blacks and Hispanics, blacks and Native Americans, they like to divide and separate us. They went into slavery before the Southern Kingdom did. We actually been in slavery for 500 years. We like to say 400 years, for 500 years, man. Since 1492. That was the start of that. After removing through slavery these Taino people from the island, he named Hispaniola. He then established the first European colony and the so-called New World, since the Vikings were chased away 500 years prior. He names his colony La Isabela, in a shallow attempt to curry favor with Queen Isabella of Spain. Today, you know what's so crazy? He's Italian, right? Yeah. So the Italians went downtown today, put a wreath on the statue and spoke and had a luncheon and a gathering, and they come together. And all them Italians. I saw one there today. And he had a t-shirt on that said Italian lives matter. Mocking or mimicking, making fun, trying to take a shot at Black Lives Matter. So I go, Paisan! So of course he stopped. I go, Paisan, let me get a picture of that shirt. And at the bottom of the shirt it says, because somebody got to make the sauce. I said, let me see that. He said, yeah, I'm making the sauce. I make all the sauce. I said, you got a business? He said, no, for my family. Every Sunday, hundreds of bottles, hundreds of cans of sauce. I make a good sauce. I said, let me take a picture. Took a picture of him. I said, let me just ask, what's your name? He said, I'm Rocky. I was Rocky before the movie came out. He's a proud Italian, right? They used to make fun of me, Rocky and Bullwinkle. And he's so disgusting. He don't even know me. And he goes, they used to call me Rocky, and they used to say, where's Bullwinkle? And make fun of me. And I said, oh, you want to see my Bullwinkle? And he getting ready to pull his rod out right there. I said, no, don't do that. You all right? They are violated. They are vile. Yeah, you're right. So I go, let me ask you a question. You Italian? He goes, yeah, I'm Italian. I go, if Christopher Columbus is Italian, wasn't it the Spanish of Spain that supported him, that financed him to come here to the New World? The Italians didn't do it. So why do the Italians take the claim when it's really, you know what he said to me? He said, I don't know. He said, I don't know that stuff. I don't even care about that stuff. He's Italian and I'm Italian. That's all I care about. I said, you Edomite, you crackers is dumb. Yeah. They stupid, Karan. They don't even know the history.
We go into it.
Thank you.
We go into it all the time.
We go into it, right.
You bring it over every country.
Thank you.
So-called, I always like to say so-called Columbus.
Thank you.
We don't care about that.
That's right. I don't care how they feel about it. Just like Charlie Kirk. You see what I'm saying? So, with that, you got anything else?
John 8:44.
Please.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil.
You what?
Ye are of your father, the devil.
Say that again.
Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father he will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
He is what?
He is a liar and the father of it. So when he make a lie, you know, he put himself in the lie. I'm the one who discovered America. He tells a lie and he put himself in the lie. See, when he speaks the lie, he's speaking of his own. That's why, if I could, that's why Bowden Spears said, Christopher Columbus is a damn blasted liar.
And you know what he said? Then we know what they said. The Italian committee here at Syracuse, and also Donald Trump, they said he's an American hero.
Yeah.
He has to be a hero
Yeah.
because he discovered America. So you call him a hero,
Yeah.
and he raped and pillaged and
Yeah.
burned down and
Murdered.
slaughtered, murdered,
Yeah.
and enslaved, and started the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
And he's a hero. So Karumyala
Yeah.
brought that scripture out to show and prove that he's a what?
He's a liar. I'm the father of it.
Explain that real quick.
Any lie you can think of out of the face of this earth,
Yeah.
the white man originator.
So he is the originator himself.
Originator of lies.
Thank you. All right. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to you, okay? You can stand over there. Pass the class over to Priest and Officer Karumyala. Clap it up for Officer Karumyala. You can just turn that camera. Leviticus, turn these lights for Karum. You can turn the whole. There you go. There you go. Turn the light for Karum.
Security announcement. We are the ISPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, 25th Street, Harlem, under the leadership of Commanding General Yohana. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister is interested in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will call each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which are the commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, verse 8 to 10, means tenth. In Hebrew, Ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of the increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations would be the Hanukkah.
Yeah, it should be right there.
Hanukkah.
What did that say, Levy? Give him the date. Yeah.
After Feast of
Yes, sir.
Tabernacles.
14th, December 14th.
Hanukkah, which is December 13th. Remind all Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school. Start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headbands. And with that, we say, I'm Adio, which means to stand. Give one courtesy salute to the teacher.
We'll do the brothers.
To the brothers, sisters. Have a seat. Sit up. I'm Adim Shabbat. I'm Adio Barak. Yahweh Shabbat. Say so. Turn to the sisters. Say I'm Adio. Sister. Turn it right hand over the left hand. And give one courtesy salute to the sisters. I'm Adim Shabbat. I'm Adim Barak.
Yahweh Shema Ta'ala Shem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Meta. Class dismissed.